Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with an important and useful video which is going to be very important for class 10 CBSE students. Yes, today we are going to discuss the main points and MCQs of the poem Dust of Snow and Fire and Ice. So I suggest all my viewers to watch the video till end, and if you like it, hit the like button and share with your friends, and also subscribe the channel for more such videos. So let's get started with the main points and MCQs of this poem. But before that, as we know, we should know something about the poet. So let's revise about the poet. So as we all know, Dust of Snow and Fire and Ice are the poems written by Robert Frost. And who is he? Let's know about him. Robert Frost was an American poet. He was born in San Francisco on March 26, 1874. His poetical works, A Boy's Will, North of Boston, New Hampshire, and etc., increased his fame and honor. The poem Dust of Snow was published in New Hampshire in 1923. And this collection gave him a Pulitzer Prize. Okay, now Pulitzer Prize is the prize given in the field of literature for the great work. So this is about Robert Frost. We have quickly revised it. Now let's move on to the main points of this poem. So first we are going to see about the first small poem which is there as Dust of Snow. So here the poet says that it is a cold, snowy winter day. He has scripted in a manner, he has made the scene of a cold, snowy winter day. Assume that the countries where the winter season is full of snow. So it's a cold, snowy winter day, and the treetops were covered with snow. There was snow throughout, and everything was covered with snow. Now the poet was standing under a hemlock tree, and this hemlock is something which is associated with poisonous qualities. Okay, some negative thoughts, negative things. So he has used hemlock tree. So he was standing under a hemlock tree, and suddenly a crow alighted on a hemlock tree. With its movement, the mass of snowflakes started falling down the tree. So as you know, it was standing under a tree and it's covered with snow, and suddenly if any bird or some uh, crow or bird comes and alights on it, sits on it, due to its movement, obviously the snows are going to fall down. So here the same thing happened with the poet. He was standing down and the crow alighted on the hemlock tree, and the snowflakes started falling down the tree. And the poet was standing under the tree, and snowflakes fell on him. The mass of the snowflakes was so light that it had a tremendous effect on the poet. Okay, so he could feel the falling of snowflakes, and it had some effect, tremendous effect on him. So what was it? Let us see ahead now. Before the fall of snowflakes on him, the poet was sad and gloomy. This simple act of falling of snow over him changed his mood and mental state, and his heart was filled with happiness. Yeah. So as we read the poem, we know that before the snowflakes had fallen on the poet, he was in a sad mood. He was very gloomy and he was not feeling good. But after this incident occurred, the falling of snowflakes on him because of the lighting of the crow on the tree, the tremendous effect which was happening to him, which happened to him, it changed his mind and mood and mental state. And now his heart was filled with happiness. Before this incident occurred on Poet, his day was not going well, and he had decided that his day would go waste. So he was thinking that his day is going to be wasted because he was so sad and gloomy. But the fall of snowflakes made him realize that the whole day had not been wasted. He felt at least the part of the day was saved when he enjoyed the fall of snowflakes. Yes. So when the snowflakes fall on him and he realized that, oh, this part of the day had not been wasted because he enjoyed it, it changed his mood from sadness to a happiness. He was very happy with that particular moment. The nature's thing, what happened with him. And he felt at least a part of the day was saved because of the falling of snowflakes on him. If the poet had not experienced such a pleasant experience, he would have wasted the whole day regretting, right? If this incident or this experience would have not happened with the poet, he would have wasted the whole day regretting it as whatever he had done, or he was sad for some particular thing. He would have been wasted the whole day if this particular incident would not have occurred with him. So this is a gist of the first poem, that is Dust of Snow. I hope it's clear. And now let us revise the next poem, Fire and Ice. The main points quickly will see here. The poet feels that this world of ours will come to an end, and he is not clear when the end will come. So here in the second poem, the poet, same poet, Robert Frost, okay, he feels that this world of ours is going to come to an end, but he never knows. He's not clear when the end will come. But on the basis of what people think, the poet says that this world will come to an end by two powerful elements of nature, that is fire and ice. Okay, so further poet says that he is not clear about when the earth or the world is going to end, but on the basis of the people's thinking, he says that this world can be ended by two powerful elements of nature, and that two elements are fire and ice. Now, how is the poet relating this? Let us see. The poet links these two powerful elements to human beings and their emotions. So, the poet here is trying to relate fire and ice with the human beings and their emotions. Now, he links the elements of fire to human emotions of desire and passion. So here, fire, the element of fire, the poet is relating this to the human emotions of desire and passion. Human beings have desire and passion, and they go beyond it to achieve this desire, to fulfill the desire. They do whatever they want to do, and there's a burning fire inside them to fulfill their desire. So the poet says here that human emotions of desire and passion is like the element of fire which is going to end the world. Now, further, he says, uncontrolled fire of desire and passion may lead to the end of the world. So, that is what the poet is saying here, that if they are not controlled, the spirit, the fire, the burning which they have inside them to fulfill the desire and passion, which makes them to do anything and to go to any extent, may lead to the end of the world. Okay, then the poet comes to the second alternative, that is ice, which can lead to the end of the world. Now, how can an ice lead to an end of the world? So he links ice with the human emotions like hatred and cold reasoning. The, now the hatred, the people are hatred. They are full of jealousy. They have so many hatredness and jealous among for others. Now this is the second quality, or the you can say the element or human emotion, which is going to end the world, take the world to the end. Okay. Now the poet himself has experienced both of these emotions, fire and ice, that is, desire and passion, and hatred and cold resistance. So poet himself has experienced, he has seen the people, and he knows everything about that. And because of this experience, he's saying this, he has written this. Ice or hate born out of cold reasoning is sufficient to cause the end of the world. But says that even ice or hate, which is born out of cold reasoning, which is which is coming out of jealousness. It is sufficient to cause the end of the whole world. And in the end, Frost agrees that it does not matter whether it is fire or ice, both can cause the end of the world because both are equally dangerous for the world. So this is how very beautifully poet has linked the human emotions with the fire and ice, and he says that this is how it's going to end the world. So, students, I hope a bit of the summary, the main points would have made your mind clear about what is this poem about. And let's quickly go through the MCQs now. Okay, so first question comes here. First one is, a crow came, cawing, suddenly unnoticed, or silently? And the answer is option C, unnoticed, because the poet was just standing under a hemlock tree and he did not notice from where the crow came and how it started falling. The dust, the snowflakes, the dust of snow, how did it fall? He did not notice. Only after the falling of snowflakes, he noticed that, oh, there's a crow above in the tree. And he is delighted, and because of his movement, the dust, snow, or the snowflakes have fallen on him. So here it is unnoticed. The poet had not noticed it before. Okay, so answer is option C, unnoticed. Next. The poet was standing under a dash tree. Is it apple tree, hemlock tree, mango tree, or an oak tree? And yes, we know when we read the poem that it was a hemlock tree. It was related or associated to poisonous quality. So yes, answer is option B, hemlock tree. Now next. The crow shook down the dash, dust of snow, water, leaves, or fruits. So when the crow came and alighted on a tree, what did it shoot down? Like what did it make to fall? As yes, answer is dust of snow. Option A, dust of snow is the right answer. The next. The poet had the dust of snow on his head, his shoulders, his hands, or his back. So again, we come to know that as the poet was standing under a tree, obviously the dust of snow is going to fall on his head first. So it is mentioned in the poem that the snowflakes fall upon his head. So answer is option A, his head. Next one. The falling of the dust of snow on poet made him cry, made him gloomy, made him sad, or changed his mood. So obviously, we have seen in the main points just now that as soon as the snowflakes fall on him, his mood was changed, and from sadness he had turned his mood to happiness. So obviously, the answer here is option D: changed his mood. Okay, next, the change of mood had dashed the poet, saddened, maddened, cheered, or upset. So again we come to know that as soon as the mood changed, the poet was cheered, he was happy. So the answer will be option C, cheered. Next. Earlier the poet had felt that the day had been wasted, enjoyed, purposeful, or cheerful. So before having this experience of falling of snowflakes on him, the poet was so sad and he felt that the day had been wasted, right? We got the answer. So answer is option A, wasted. Next. The poet has the consolation that he dashed some part of the day. Wasted, saved, enjoyed, utilized. So again, we know here that poet, when he experienced this falling of snowflakes, he was so happy, and that happiness, this changing of his mood, made him feel that he had saved some part of his day. So yes, the answer is option B, saved. Next. So from now, we are going to see the MCQs of fire and ice. Okay. So some people say that this world is good, will never end, will end in fire, or is eternal. So when we read the poem, we have come to know that the poem is about that people say that this will end in fire. Some people say that it will end in fire. So obviously the answer is option C, will end in fire. Next, the poet has tasted love, hatred, desire, or all of the above. So we know that poet has experienced and tasted both love and hatred, desire and passion. So obviously all of them will be the answer, and the option D will be the right answer. Option D, all of the above is the correct answer. Next. The poet knows that there is enough dash to end the world. Love, suffering, hatred, happiness. So again, when we go through the poem and we read it and we come to know that the eyes and the second alternative wherein the poet speaks that it is we are having enough of hatred and enough of ice to end the world. So yes, the answer here will be option C, hatred. Next, the world has to perish twice. You have to complete it. Through what it is going to perish. It's as per the form. So is it through the fire and then through the eyes, through love and then sadness, through water and then fire, or through dust and then water? So we know the poem is about fire and ice, and it's going to end first with the fire, and then if it's going to end for the second time, it will be the ice which is going to end the world. So yes, answer will be option A, through the fire and then through ice. Okay. So with these 12 questions and MCQs, we come to an end with the questions of this poem, dust of snow and fire and ice. I hope this video was useful for you all. If you liked it, do hit the like button and share with your friends, and do subscribe to the channel for more such videos. We'll be back soon with more such videos. Till that, stay safe and take care. Thank you.